Good morning, everybody. Just a quick update this morning on the addition to the building. And recap, we've got a pole barn style warehouse here, and we're adding on a framed style larger warehouse. Just to recap to where we left off. And last we were on here, if you look back at the last video for this particular project, because we got a bunch of projects going on, but we had the walls poured and been working on some other things here. So this is a quick video, though not a lot of progress, as we've been kicking it on some other projects, like I said, but some interesting stuff. Bollards, I think that's the thing that's interesting the most. So if you guys, we know what bollards are, most of us, right? We've seen them outside of warehouses, buildings, stores, where protecting the corners where things don't get smashed. They set the bollards yesterday, so interesting process. Just form them in with some lumber, and then they've got these concrete. These are 6-inch bollards. We've got them inside the dock door over there. We don't need them on the outside, of course, because we need the trucks to be able to back up to it. And then we've got them inside and out on the big overhead doors. One here, obviously there, and then one at the end of the building, you see. And these will protect the building, so the corners don't get smashed up. So, but yeah, they form them up, and then they set these in, level them up nice and straight, and then they pour concrete in the form, and then they also fill them with concrete up to the top. And then over top of these is what they would then put the yellow. Actually, I think those are painted. I think they're going to paint these yellow, but I have seen that you can buy a yellow sleeve that slides right over them. And so there's just a couple different ways of doing it. So they also brought in stone. This is new since last we were on, and put down about 4 inches of stone. Had this roller. Actually, they were using the Kubota, the skid steer, with this pretty cool contraption here, a little grater. And up on the top of these posts, they've taken them off. They must be using them on a different job. Were two laser levelers, and then down at that end, they had a transit laser level set up, and they would just go with the skid steer and this machine attached to it and watch those laser levels to get the exact grade across this entire area. This is just shy of 12,000 square foot, and I mean, before it got driven on, it was smooth like butter. So pretty cool tool. I was watching them use it. I've never used something like that, so I was just observing, and it was pretty fun to watch. So, and they also got the other thing that they got in. They filled in some holes that we had, some drops in concrete, one down here, and then we've got a big drain pipe out in the back there, and they got those all formed and filled in, and then also got the drain pipe in. That's the big pipe right here. So for our downspouts, we'll feed that 6-inch all the way along because of the amount of water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 downspouts for this. There was going to be a 6, but we removed that one because we didn't want to feed it in there, and we're just going to taper the gutter, over this way to feed into this downspout, and we should be fine there. So some progress there. And then the last thing I want to share with you is we ran into a trick with our 15-inch drain over here. So that was coming straight through the wall into here, and the pipe was not low enough for the grade. Well, there was two things. One, the pipe wasn't low enough for when we concrete this and trucks are going to back in. We needed that lower. And two, it was right underneath where the weight of trucks would be sitting. So we just put some angles on it and kicked it over and fed it down. And then because we have joints on it, couplers, we used a coupler there. Here was a bell end that we had to angle a little bit, and then some couplers over there. Not exactly ideal. You'd love to have it seamless, but that's the way we had to do it. So what we did was, when we poured the concrete for the bollards, we just put a bed of concrete underneath the joints. That's what you're seeing there. So that'll seal up the bottom and keep it from any kind of a leaks underneath, and we should be good to go. And then you see some felt over top as well to keep dirt from trickling down in. So, but that's an update on this progress right here. Next, they're going to be putting down all of the insulation board you see for the floor, because it's a heated floor, and then they'll run the piping, and then we'll be pouring concrete and getting that floor done. So I'll keep you posted of the next steps. All right.